Two.
Hello, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Tech Friday. I'm joined today by my co-host, Ms. Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover-Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. We will be joined shortly by Terry Johnson from New York City, because attention is necessary. And today we're going to get started with This Week in Tech. So sit back, relax. Let's find out how tech can help us do business better.
Hey, Nora.
How you doing?
Okay, so this week in tech history, Microsoft Word 1.0 for DOS occurred September 29th, 1983. Microsoft releases their first software application, Microsoft Word 1.0, for use with MS-DOS compatible systems. Word was the first word processing software to make extensive use of a computer mouse. Not coincidentally, Microsoft had released a computer mouse for IBM compatible PCs earlier in the year. A demo version was also included for free with a copy of PC World magazine, making the first time a floppy disk was included with a magazine.
Oh.
Now, we all remember using Microsoft Word. If you worked in corporate or you worked in an office somewhere, you probably used Microsoft Word. And some people still use Microsoft Word today. Our next story, September 30th, 1980. The Ethernet is drafted. Digital, Intel, and Xerox released version 1.0 of the Ethernet specification, known as the Blue Book. Since that time, Ethernet has evolved into the de facto working standard for local area networks, LAN, L-A-N, in business and in home. And this is what that looks like. Let me see.
Turn it a little bit because we can't see.
Hang on a minute. Hang on it. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, it is the Ethernet cord. You know the cord that
that little yellow cord, the Ethernet cord?
Yes, the Ethernet cord. I wonder if that's why they call it an ether.
Ethernet. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see it now there. Okay. So plugged into the side of your computer and allowed you to plug into the router or something.
It did a lot of stuff. Hey, everybody. So there was the Ethernet. Oh, like ether, and it brought all of the stuff together and ran it to the court. Got it. And now I get it. Okay. The first CD player, October 1st, 1982. Can you believe that? The first CD player? Wow. The first commercial compact disc player, the Sony CDP-101, goes on sale in Japan. The first CD, 1982? Really? It doesn't seem that long.
My daughter's in Japan right now. And wow, that was before she was born.
That doesn't sound like a long time ago, CD players. Wow. October 2nd, 1955, considered the world's first fully electronic computer. After 11 years of continuous service, the ENIAC computer was retired from service. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, because I think it took up like a gang of room in the house.
Ooh. Is that filling that whole room?
That's the whole room.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That was big.
Hidden figures. I need some hidden figures to figure that one out.
Okay, October 3rd, 1950, AT&T Bell Laboratories researchers John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, and William Shockley receive a U.S. patent for their invention of the transistor, which they had successfully demonstrated 2 years earlier. The transistor completely revolutionized the development of electronic and computerized technology. So, don't give up on whatever it is that you're doing, because it may be propelling something in the future.
Okay.
October 4th, 1957, Sputnik launches the space age. The first man-made satellite to orbit the Earth, Sputnik 1, is launched from Baikonur, Kazakhstan, marking what is now considered the beginning of the space age. Surprising the world with its successful launch, Sputnik triggered the space race between the Soviet Union and the United States, ushering in an era of rapid advancement in the field of space exploration. After 3 months in orbit, Sputnik re-entered the Earth's atmosphere and burned up on January 4th, 1958. And our last story of the day, October 5th, 2001, after a long battle with pancreatic cancer, technology visionary and founder of Apple Computers, Steve Jobs, passes away. Jobs' contributions to the technology industry are undeniable. Together with Steve Wozniak, Steve Jobs started the personal computer revolution with their Apple II computer. After being forced out of Apple, Jobs went on to found Next Incorporated and then purchased Pixar, the company that would redefine the animated motion picture industry. In 1997, Apple purchased Next, which brought Jobs back to Apple, and the technology developed at Next was used as a foundation for Apple's future operating systems, Mac OS, 10, and iOS. By introducing the iPhone and the iPad, he ended the PC era he created, kickstarted the new world of technology, and led Apple from the brink of collapse to the most valuable company in the world. And that's your week, this week in tech history. Hey, TJ.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're all gathered here today because TJ is going to be sharing some stuff. We'll go through the news real quick, and everybody stick around because we're going to learn how to share information with our phones instead of passing out business cards.
That's a winner.
Yeah, like who knew? There's like a gazillion things we can do on our phones, but we don't use them for that purpose. We use them to make a call, set a schedule on our email, maybe take a note, listen to music. But the phone play games. Yes, but the phone does so much more.
It does. It does a lot more. And, like I said, last week I was waiting for delivery. So I got my delivery.
Woohoo! What do we get? Is that the 10X?
Phone.
It's the 10X?
Well, not the new one. The one from last year.
Oh, the 10. Okay.
10.
Okay.
What are they saying, 10 or X? I don't even know.
It's 10. Well, it's the 10. Well, they call it's the iPhone 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the X that's coming, the XS that's coming out next week. And then the XX Max. I have to save up a few coins because I'm getting the Max. But but I'm saving my coins, people. I am not. There's different ways of purchasing, and a lot. If you don't know that, anyway, we need to talk about that one day, TJ, so people know how to go about upgrading without getting taken for a ride.
Right. Exactly.
Well, TJ, I wanted to just note that Amazon 4-star store is opening up in Manhattan.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it is supposed to be that little dream place for gifts. It's opening up right in time for the holidays, right?
We'll be going to visit. So this is a what? It's not the grocery store. It's something else.
No, this is not the grocery store. It says Amazon's 4-star is a dream store for last minute gift givers.
Oh yes, I heard of this. I saw the store. I'm not impressed because the merchandising looks shoddy.
Yes, when I'm looking through these pictures, they talk about the fact that it's not really well merchandised.
It's not. I saw the pictures of it, It's supposed to be like, you know, little samples of, I guess it's samples of like what you can get on Amazon. But the merchandising of the store is cluttered. It just does not look appetizing.
Somebody needs to get in there and really merchandise that store.
Apple's thing was all aesthetics.
Right.
So why does that matter if the font curve is sans serif and if this, it matters, you know, the color of the brush metal of the MacBook laptops, the style of the phone. Why does this? Because those things matter to Apple because, hey, God is in the details.
And because it matters to us. When we walk in, when you go into an Apple store, and the reason why we're saying that about Apple is just because their stuff looks good. When you walk in the Apple store, you're like, okay, what do I want to go touch first?
It's pleasing. It's like when you go to a 5-star restaurant and why does the professional chefs put all that effort into putting the chives on top so lovely and the little green sauce that they spread in a half moon crescent? Those things are because you eat with your eyes before you eat with your stomach.
Right.
Eyes first. So when you buy, it's eyes first.
So let me give you this analogy, and I saw it on TV. The girl was bringing the boyfriend home, and the dad said, "Okay, so here's the thing: you can have a wonderful steak dinner. You know, you have the steak, the mashed potatoes with the chives and the butter, and everything is looking good, and the steaming asparagus or whatever vegetable of your choice, everything looks good, and they serve it to you on a garbage can lid.
Don't want it. Don't want it.
Because image is everything.
It is. It is. And that's what retail, there are people that go to school for retail merchandising. They go college and get degrees in it because there's a whole science of shelf space. What goes where? Like the cereal aisle. The companies have to pay to be on the top shelf. They don't just put it there. There's merchandisers that go to the store, the chains, and say, okay, this is General Mills or Kellogg, and we want to be on the top left, whatever. Or with detergent, same thing. Tide wants to be eye level. They don't want to be on the bottom. They don't want to be on the top. They want to be eye level. There's a reason for all of that. There's a science to everything with shopping. It's not just random.
Nope. So
think about the grocery store. Why is it when you go for milk and bread, those things are farthest away from the door? Because they want you to come in and you go through the produce and it looks so nice and beautiful and fresh and green. The tomatoes are so ripe because they want you to buy those things because they know you came in for milk and bread. But you're going to get some of the organic kale, or you're going to get some of the butter, the butter leaf. I forgot what it's, butter something lettuce.
Yes.
And you're going to come for this and you have to travel all those shelves and aisles to find what you want, and you're going to see something that catches your eye, and you're going to buy it. That's why it's designed that way. There are people that their job is to plan those kind of things.
And you've seen the guy, the grocery guy standing there putting them all in order, stacking the apples and everything.
That's why the tomatoes are stacked a certain way. That's why the cantaloupes are stacked a certain way. That's why there's a plan. There's nothing random in a grocery store. Nothing. Because they have to sell those items. They have to sell those items. Produce is perishable. Those things have to go by a certain date. So they either sell, there's a sale, or they arrange it right, or they have someone test it. They have a person there that makes the bruschetta with the tomato. And try these tomatoes, and we made the bruschetta, and they let you taste it for free because they want you to buy. It doesn't make them any money sitting there looking pretty.
Nope.
They have to buy.
So image is everything, people. Image is everything.
It is. So
obviously, these ladies are not going to be shopping at the 4-star store. But for those of you who are interested,
I thought it was just,
it's a discount for Prime members. You pay at the Prime price, but if you're not a Prime member, you pay at the regular price, or you can become a Prime member and use it that day. In addition to that, when you're checking out, the app will, because you check out on the app will ask you if you're not already
a Prime member, do you want to become
using
one?
Audible? It'll ask you, do you want to sign up for Audible? So there's merchandising going on everywhere. Mm-hmm. I agree that a confused mind will not make a decision. However, when you are bombarded with items that just might make you happier, you're tempted to put stuff in the basket, even at the 99-cent only store that you absolutely do not need. Okay? So I would just use caution when entering the 4-star store, because allegedly the things that make it into the 4-star store have gotten a 4-star or better rating on Amazon. And they are replenishing the inventory constantly. And they sit almost weekly with new things. So for those people who are just into, what's new, they're probably going to be going through there on a regular basis. Now, we all pray that the merchandising will improve, especially since I spent a lot of money educating someone in merchandising. So may they hire those wonderful people and get it together.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I saw it and I was like,
yeah, it's cluttered.
It did not look like someplace I wanted to go.
What was the place that you used to go into and you could try on the earphones or sit in the chairs? And they
Brookstone.
Yeah, if you can see,
I think it was Brookstone. Okay, yes. Wait, she got Ooh.
It's a lot going on in there.
Okay, and let me see if I can.
TJ, to see a lot of the wonderfulness going on.
TJ, put it back up. I want to put you on.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, put that back up.
This is the baby. I guess it's when you first come in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
not. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it just was stuff on a shelf. And that's not a store. A store is not just a build, like we were saying earlier, it's just not a building you open up and, you just put stuff wherever. There's a plan to where everything goes. It has to look appetizing and it has to make you want to pick it up. So I don't want to go in this store. Not at all. I saw it. I was like,
and what it looked like they had allowed the vendors to just take over the various little spaces.
Okay, so here's the electronic section.
Mm-hmm. Devices and electronics.
It's neat and everything, but there's nothing wow about that.
I don't know if that was the intent. I think the intent was to get that store up before the holidays.
Yeah.
And to
like I said, people will go, but I won't go. I'll go and look, and I'm just going to look.
Let me see what the bottom line was on this, because they summed this up in a sentence at the end of the article. Let me see if I can find it. It says that 4-star should be good for what the sign out front says. You can buy something for yourself or someone else with at least some assurance that it's a wise purchase. They didn't say you were going to have a shopping experience.
Yes, but see.
Well, today's marketing is you must give me millennials want an experience. They don't want that. This is just, I can go to Walmart for that. They just put stuff out.
And maybe that's who they're in competition with for the holidays. I don't know. They don't seem to be like trying to be Apple, because there is no white space. There is no negative space in there.
It's just stuff just piled up.
And it doesn't appear to be a place where they're offering you a shopping experience. They will be having games and toys, but I didn't see them say there's an area for the kids to play.
It's just a store to showcase their products. I understand that people will go. But here in this article from Vox, it said, shopping here is product overload, which can be good or bad. The style of the Amazon 4-store is the exact opposite of the minimalist Apple store concept that a lot of fashion retailers like to do. Rather than opt for a sparse atmosphere, Amazon has decided to pack in all its best sellers, lining shelves, sitting on tables, stacked in bins to mimic the feeling of choice overload, which I don't think is a good thing.
No, because choice overload is not it. And we talked about that with some of our clients, where we tell them, don't put all your stuff out on the table. you put a few out on the table.
See, they said the chaotic browsing experience is something Amazon knows it needs to improve on. So they know what they're doing.
I eventually see them as a Brookfield or whatever that place was.
Brookstone.
Brookstones. Yeah,
Brookstones, their merchandising is very neat and nice. Exactly. It's very Scandinavian. It has a Scandinavian feel. The stores over in Scandinavia where IKEA and stuff, everything is very minimalist and neat. This store does not look neat.
And I can see them eventually ending up in that space because their grocery stores appear to be very organized, and the culture should probably spill over eventually into these retail stores.
Okay, and so they said that a couple of people went in and said one person from New York went in, they were about to take a trip from Italy, said the shopping experience was overwhelming and they left empty-handed. So that's what I'm saying.
What's the name of that restaurant? Francine
Danterells?
Danterells.
Yeah, that was the next. If you don't know what you want when you go in there, you'll stand there a minute trying to figure out what to eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And see, people think more is more, but sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more because choice overload, too much.
Lakeisha said, and just when you get used to the store layout, they change it. Costco is what she noticed yesterday. It's like, okay, what happened to the stuff?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Linus, how you doing? We got Linus and Lakeisha and Deja. And who else is over here? Pat was over here.
So, okay, so what else we got going on in the news? Because I'm waiting to hear from TJ on how to do my phone.
All right, so Instagram has something new. They have a tag. They're offering username tags where instead of, how you want to tell somebody, well, find me on Instagram at whatever. If you're physically with someone and you have your phone, there's a tag that you can let them tap with their phone and it instantly connects the two of you.
Oh,
like
can we?
Snapchat, like Snapchat has the snap codes.
Okay, so can we actually do that right now?
Yeah, I did mine yesterday. So let me. So when you go to Instagram, you have to go to your profile. Okay. I'm waiting for mine to show up. Okay, so you go to your profile page, and this is called in web design, this is called a hamburger menu. It's the 3 lines on the top right. It look like a hamburger. That's what they call that. So you tap that, and then you go to name tag.
So everybody who's watching, get your phone.
I'll show you.
Get your phone and open up your Instagram account.
So I was going to. I'm hitting the hamburger, but I don't see name tag.
Maybe you may have to update. Whenever there's a new upgrade to your app, you must update. Make sure you have the latest one.
Okay.
If you don't see it, that means either you need to upgrade your app or they haven't included you in the group that gets the new
Okay. That
stuff.
could be it.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm updated.
And see, my iPad doesn't have it. So I have to go and make sure. But my phone had it. But my iPad doesn't have it. I wanted to show it on the iPad. So let me see. Yeah, I have to update. So
automatic updates are on. So
no, just because they're on don't mean that they happened.
Right. You may not be. See, like my phone is in the group that got the new thing, and my iPad is not.
Okay.
My iPad doesn't have it. See how that works? It's like, who knows how they decide to do it? Let me see if I can get my phone.
Okay, there's Instagram.
There's too much.
I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that needs updating on my phone.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I'm just trying to get my iPad.
Instagram is up to date, so let's go.
Now it's asking me to agree something. Get out of here with disagreements, though. All right, let me see if I can get it here.
Okay.
Everything is slow today. What's going on? right, let's try this. Nope, it's not on my iPad.
Okay, my iPad says it needs to be updated, so I'm updating that. And maybe it'd be easier for me to follow you on my iPad.
Okay, so we go there. I'm on my phone. We go to the hamburger menu.
Right.
Oh, and I see name tag.
If it doesn't say name tag, that means you don't have it.
So this is what this looks like, right?
Yeah, that's it. And you can, when you tap it at the top where it says color, you can have an emoji background instead of color, or you could take a selfie. So you have color and then you have emoji. My phone the reflection is crazy. But that's the emoji one. You pick any emoji and it makes a pattern. And then you can do a selfie one.
Okay.
Then you do a selfie one. The screen comes up and you take a selfie. So those are the 3 styles.
Oh, you know what would be real cool if I could use my emoji from.
Yeah,
it picks up emojis from the keyboard.
No, but what I mean is my emoji from.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's just from, what's in the keyboard from Apple or Android. I'm not sure if it's on Android. I didn't read to see. I just saw it on mine and went, oh, okay. And only my phone has the update, which is like really weird.
Well,
okay,
maybe
it's a name tag. Okay, so I need to start over. Hold on.
Okay, so none of the iPads have it, and I didn't check my Android tablet is not charged because I never use it. So sorry.
So
so this is I'm trying to. I don't know why. The reflection is so bad.
Oh, well, go ahead and you have to move the phone around a little bit because straight on it
just the iPad is better at it.
Okay, so here's what I just did.
You do emoji background.
I don't.
Yeah, so I did I did a selfie, whatever, and so. And I will pin your picture up when you get there so you can see.
Right. And then this is when you're meeting people, this is good for networking. Or if you wanted at an event or something like that, instead of telling people, well, I'm at, and your username, you just use that. And this goes phone to phone.
Okay.
And then Lakeisha says, I saw on Instagram that you could have an item that you are selling and they could click the picture and it would take them right to the link to buy.
Yeah, that's the Instagram shopping. That's been on your Instagram feed if you have the Instagram for business, if you've connected to a Facebook page. But now they have it in stories. They didn't have it in stories before. So the new part is stories. It was always in your feed. You could always connect, put a take a picture, and tag it in the feed. If you connect your Instagram to your Facebook page and you have, things set up for shopping. Okay,
so now we can go and play with that we can share, like if I'm standing next to somebody, I can scan a name tag and just use the phone to capture that name tag and it will.
Yeah, the other person captures it with the camera.
Okay, and so now they can find my account instead of scrolling and typing and searching.
Instead of you spelling it out, some people have Instagram names that are numbers and all kind of underscores and whatever. So instead of spelling it out, if you're face to face, you just pull yours out and let them scan it. So and you can scan because see at the bottom it says scan a name tag.
Yeah.
And then you just use your camera. It takes the camera picture of it and then you connect.
Yeah, and it brings up your account. Kind of like what you were telling us about for Facebook.
Yes, this is the same thing for Messenger.
Okay, so let's go. Let's do that.
Go over to Messenger since we're talking about that.
I have to go read about this because I'm not understanding how this works. Okay, so let's go to Messenger.
Well, Terry, once you set it up, it's set up. You don't have to do anything. You just choose one. And then when someone wants to connect with you, then you show it to them. And they take a picture. You don't take a picture.
They take the picture and then
they take a picture of your name tag. All you do is go to the name tag like we just did.
Oh, so when it pops up.
Do anything. Yeah, you don't need to do anything else. The other person takes a picture with their camera.
Okay. I think I understand it better.
So you already set up just by going to it. And you can choose colors. There's like 4 choices.
Okay.
There's emoji.
I thought I had the opportunity to customize it.
Yeah, you have 4 colors. You have emoji background, or you take a selfie. That's the customization.
So those are the customizations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all you do is when you want to connect, when you want someone to connect to your Instagram, you just go to name tag. Yeah, they take a picture. Yes, they will take a picture. So they will
put their phone on top of my phone and take a picture?
They don't have to put it on top. The camera will take a picture. They don't have to put it on top. You have to point you like that. That's
camera to camera.
The back of their camera will take a picture of the front of your screen. That's all you need to do. There's nothing else.
Gotcha.
And
you're done.
And then it gives them your information now is on. They know where your account is.
Connect, just like with Snapchat. That's how you use Snapchat codes. That's how people were connected.
And that's what we're talking about for today on using your messenger code. You really don't need a business card if you know how to do this. So we're going over. Everybody pull out your phone. We love to do show and tell here. So pull out your phone and go over to your messenger account. And for those of you who are messenger phobia, whatever it is, have a fear of messenger.
You don't like Facebook Messenger. Let's just say that. You don't like it. It's time to get over that phobia.
Right.
Okay? So we ready?
Yes. So we're going into Messenger.
Right. So we're going into Messenger.
Make sure it's updated.
Okay. Oh, I touched something. Hold on. All right. So this is your Messenger. I want to get the screen. And then here at the top right, the top left is a picture of you. Tap that.
Okay.
Okay. This is what pops up when you tap that circle at the top left of you.
Okay, top left, we tap the circle. Oh, I see the little codes around me.
Okay, so we got to do one more thing. You have to tap that image.
Tap the image.
Okay, and there's my code.
And it works the same with Instagram. The other person has to scan this.
Okay.
Circle. That's a code for Facebook Messenger. And you're connected on Facebook Messenger only, not as a friend to friend on Facebook. This is Messenger.
And so that means you should have the correct phone number or whatever it is.
All your information in Facebook Messenger should be set up for, if you're using it for business stuff, make sure you put your business phone number in there. And then all you do.
And then on here, I can share.
I saved this picture. I think it's my... is it my picture on my page?
Okay, hold that right there, TJ. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, you have to keep talking, though, because anyway, I'm going to see if I can.
What you do. You just go.
I'm going to scan your code.
3 steps. That's it.
Move your hand. I'm scanning your code. You have to keep talking, TJ.
Okay.
Because I have you.
So you can
scan it.
Yeah, so you can scan it, but it jumped back to you just now. Okay, so there it is. So this is what you do. 3 steps. You go to Facebook Messenger. You open your Facebook Messenger. You tap your little photo. It's a tiny circle photo in the top left. It opens up the window, and then you have to tap the picture of you again, so you get this big screen. And this is what people will scan with their phone. This thing right here, this circle with the blue, looks like like blue little hieroglyphs and stuff. That's it right there. That's all you do, and you're connected on Facebook Messenger only. You're not friends on Facebook. You're just in Messenger.
Okay, so if I turn this way, I should be able to scan your code, right?
It should. Let's see.
Okay.
I keep talking to
in the circle.
Okay, Terry, if you talk, it's going to switch.
Okay,
let me change the view back.
See, every time somebody talks, it jumps to that.
Okay, I'm going to I'm pinning you up, so stand by. Okay, now TJ is pinned. So everybody pull out your phone and see if you can scan that code. It may not scan off of video, but we're going to try it. Hold your camera up to a messenger code.
And do I have to tap anything?
No, I don't think
No.
so. It might need, because we are
on video, it may not work, but that's how you do it.
Okay.
So when you want to show yours to someone, you do that. But if you want to scan someone else's, it says that.
Now on here,
and then the camera opens.
On my code, okay, so this is what I'm going to do too, because see, on my code, it says I can, if I tap my code, I can share the image or save the image. So let me see if I share it to somebody. Barry, I'm going to send it.
Yeah, I saved mine as an image and I use it on my profile. It might be on my Twitter, I'm not sure, or I used it on my Facebook page. One of those things. I used it as the, because you have to set up a profile picture. So
let me take my phone off and do not disturb.
Oh, no, you don't need to do that, Terry. It'll still come through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I just sent that over. So now Terry sent me hers. So if I open up hers, I have
there's Fran.
I have her profile, and if I have to scan her picture.
Now, when I tap this, now that I've received it, will it take me to your messenger?
No, you have to take a picture with the camera. It doesn't work by sending an image.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I have to open up the.
This is for face-to-face network interaction at a conference or something, and you speak to someone, and they go, "Oh, you have a," because I've done this. You have a business card. I was like, "Oh, show me. Open up. You have Facebook Messenger. Yes, open it up. Tap, 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 and here's mine." And all they did was, hold the camera up to it, and that was it. All they had to do was scan it with their phone, the back of their phone. Stop. That was it.
So now.
And the person was like, "Oh my God, I was like, "Yeah." So we were connected on Facebook Messenger only, not friends.
Yes.
We spoke some more on Messenger, and then I sent the friend request, or she sent the friend request. I don't remember who did it, but that's how it works. It's not anybody the person is not friends with you on Facebook. This is
correct. This is for networking.
Yeah. So this is a great communication tool. Even though you hear about Facebook, the latest thing with the 50 million people that they got broke in and got their data, and Facebook had people sign out and everything. I read an article today that said despite everything that's going on with Facebook, people are still using it.
Yeah,
and people are still using it.
Now I just went in there, and the thing that Terry sent me, I opened it up on my iPad. I opened it up on my message on my iPad. Then I took my phone and I
you
scanned.
Can do that,
yeah,
you're taking a picture with your phone.
Correct, and I scanned the code using my phone, and it did take me to Terry's page.
Right, because that was another device.
Right.
But it won't work on one device. You have to have one device open and then another device to take the picture.
Correct.
Okay, so now that I got your picture up on my iPad, you're saying I can now go to my messenger.
We're already connected, so it's not going to really do anything.
Just go to Messenger, and then go to Messenger, and then it says scan code, and then you would put it over that picture that I sent you, and it'll scan it.
Okay, I see where it says scan code. Okay.
And then you just
get you in the circle.
Yep.
There you are.
And it takes you directly to my page.
Yep, to your messenger.
Yeah, I need to make sure all my messenger stuff is accurate.
You can text each other, you can make phone calls, and you can make video calls, and you can leave audio notes, all with Messenger. Even though there's all this bad news about Facebook and data, and they had somebody broke in and compromised 50 million users' accounts and all of those things, people are still using Facebook.
Even in your contacts, it has a button to scan the code.
Yes.
Invite, request, add. Okay, gotcha.
But see, if they're a new person, they're not going to be in your contacts. You have to add them. This is how you add a new person you just met. So you want to have a way to connect, not email, not phone. Maybe you don't want to give out your personal phone. You use this.
Right. And then
if you have a Google Voice number, I have several Google Voice numbers. I can use one of those instead of using my phone, because this is for something else, like for personal.
Okay, so
family.
where do I go to update my profile? I hit my picture.
Update your profile.
You know, to like if I want to change my phone number.
You just go to your. It's on your
Facebook.
Should be on the settings.
Under settings in Messenger.
That's what I'm saying. Where are the settings? And oh, I see. I got it.
Oh, you see it? Okay.
Yeah, because when you go to this page, right here, down in here, it says phone number and all of that stuff.
Okay, so that's where you change
active status, username, all of that stuff is right there. I'm looking for. You know how you have the traditional profile page?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's right there on the front.
And then I can confirm my phone number. If I want to put my phone number there, there's all kind of stuff.
Secret conversation, switch account. Interesting.
Yeah, and it's got photos, videos, and emoji. Let Messenger decide. Download videos, Wi-Fi, how to do video, all kind of stuff on here. It has
manage your contacts, upload contacts.
Yeah. So on HubSpot website.com on Twitter, I saw they had an article that says 60% of people are sticking with Facebook even after the latest data breach. So there's people that are still sticking with it, and you know, you can too. But if you're concerned about all the privacy stuff, like we said, we're setting up, you know, if you want to set up with a different number, like I said, I have a Google Voice number. That's voice over IP. So it's not, you know, cellular, it's voice over IP. I can use that in, you know, when I'm doing stuff on Facebook. So they get that number. I don't really care, because that's not like a number that is connected to anything. Correct. They get information from me.
And okay, we pretty much told you privacy is over. So
people, please.
And if you really want to be private, you limit what you share, because they're getting the information from what you put on there, not necessarily all the stuff that they're getting from Facebook is stuff that we put up. They're not getting stuff that, you know, we just
if you have Spotify, if you have Netflix, if you anything that you've signed up for on a device, they could breach all of that. That could be compromised.
If you're streaming TV.
Right. The only thing that's kind of secure, and I have my banking app, they will have another level of encryption and security because that's banking. But then again, think about if you're going to look at banking information on your phone, don't use free Wi-Fi ever.
No.
Ever. Don't go to Starbucks and go, well, let me go to Chase app and look at my bank balance and type in my username and password. There are people sitting in Starbucks or wherever there's coffee shops, wherever there's free Wi-Fi, Dunkin' now. I was going to say Dunkin' Donuts, but Dunkin', wherever. And there are people sitting there like you with a computer. And there's a guy sitting there, tap, 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 and he's capturing all the information from everybody that's connected to that free Wi-Fi in that location.
And I'm gonna piggyback off of what TJ is saying. If you are, let me fix this thing over here.
Let me go back to the chat. Hold on, I'm sorry, guys.
But we forgot about the chat.
No, I haven't forgotten about them. I've been watching.
Okay, thank you. I changed screens. Go ahead.
So what I was going to say to you, and the other thing TJ was talking about for security, if you are using a third-party keyboard app on your phone to create a Bitmoji, you might want to turn it off, because that keyboard company who created those little cute Bitmojis and all of that stuff, or anybody that you've given access to your keyboard for can see your keystrokes.
Yes.
So if you are typing in Chase and you're not even on, and you're on a secure Wi-Fi, that third-party app can pick up your keystrokes.
Right. And there is a setting, because I was doing something with Bitmoji, I think this week. And I wanted to do something, I don't remember, but it said you have to go into settings and allow Bitmoji to allow full access. So there is a setting when you go into settings. If
you turn it to the left,
setting, there's a little button that says allow full access. And I was like, no, I kept it off because it's off for a reason. Because that full access means they capture everything that you're typing. So if you have a setting in one of the apps that has a keyboard, you'll see it. It says keyboards under settings. This is Apple. I'm not sure about Android.
No, this is Apple is, and Apple will tell you.
Right. Okay, and there's a setting that says allow full access. Make sure that's off. Mm-hmm. So they can't capture from other things that you're doing. They can only, if you turn it off, they can only do what you do in Bitmoji, the app.
So now you can create in what is it now? So now Apple has where you can create your own Bitmoji. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get this to work. And or your own Memoji is what it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. So let's just do that. I'm going to see if I can do video with it because I recorded something on video.
Once you do it, it records as a movie file.
I have one in here. Let's see.
So I'm going to record this, or I'm going to.
It went away. I did the unicorn. Trying to get.
Hey, everybody. Here is my Memoji.
I did one with the unicorn.
Okay, so Terry, I just sent that to you because it's creating a movie, and then it saves the video.
Yeah, it saves the video, goes to your photos.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play the video that I created.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Okay, there you are.
Yep, and that is my. Oh, you have to keep talking.
I have to put my.
No, you need to talk, is what I'm saying, because I have to pin you, or you have to talk.
Okay, so what's going on?
Because you have to tap it to play.
Okay, let's tap it to play, and I have to turn my sound back up. Hold on. Is my sound on? No. That would help too if my sound were on, and then we'll tap it and play it. Come on. Can you hear? Hey, everybody. Here is my Memoji.
So,
okay. Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Yeah, we heard it.
All right.
So
and there she is.
Yeah, so that's my Memoji. And there are no strings attached with the Memoji because Apple created it. I don't have to worry about somebody hacking my keystrokes.
Okay, gotcha. So it's all within.
It's within the Apple app
family.
Yeah,
we're all good. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is so you get to play with your toys. Go play with them. That's what we're encouraging you to do. So what we are encouraging you to do is go and play.
Oh, Lakeisha's asking, where did I get Google? You just go to Google Voice. Just type in Google Voice.
Right. And if you have a Gmail account, like your Gmail, what is it? Whatever it is at gmail.com, you can get a Google Voice for that account.
Right. And it may tell you that there are no available numbers. That's what it told me, but I forgot. I think I did a workaround. Forgot what I did. But it may tell you that there are no numbers
for the area.
But if it does that, Lakeisha, let me know. And
Lakeisha's talking about the tags on Instagram to sell things. She said I saw it.
We answered that one. We answered that one, Terry. We're down a little bit further.
She asked me where I got my Google number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that you can do with your phone besides make a call.
Tons of things.
Now, going back to Messenger, you can use Messenger to do video calls, So if one person is on a Mac, or I'm sorry, on an Apple, and the other person is on an Android, you can still make video calls between the two of you. You don't have to get another app to do that.
Right.
You can.
And you can leave video. You can leave video messages too. Video. Message. I'm sorry, not video. Audio only.
Yes.
You don't have to do video, so don't be afraid. Oh, video. You can just do audio.
So you can do, like, if you always wanted to do FaceTime, now you can. You can do, instead of using FaceTime, you use the Messenger app to make video calls, to make audio calls. You can send text messages.
Yes.
And you can have your clients call you on your Messenger app, which you should answer because it does tell you how quickly they reply.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using that, and that way, like TJ said, you don't have to give up personal, your personal phone numbers or what have you.
And then I'm going to show, I don't know if you can see, there's I was talking to one of my clients today, and I don't know if you can see it at the top, she doesn't use Messenger. It goes to Facebook. It goes to her Facebook inbox.
Right.
She doesn't want to use Messenger. So I can still talk to her text-wise, because when I type things in my Messenger, it goes to her Facebook account in the inbox as an inbox message.
Right.
Because in Facebook, there's a little icon at the top, and it says, I'm not sure what, does it say inbox or does it say Messenger? I don't pay attention to what it says. But there's a little icon in your Facebook. It looks like the Messenger icon.
Okay. Okay, so that's okay. Go ahead, TJ.
So you don't have to worry about the other person using the app. It makes it easier, like Fran said about doing video calls. I can't video call her or leave her audio. I can only do the texting part because she doesn't have Messenger. But I can still communicate with her. Using Messenger because I like it. She doesn't like it. She uses Facebook strictly, but it goes to her Facebook app. It goes to her Facebook on the desktop. So she gets my messages out of Messenger, if you understand that, because she doesn't want to use Messenger.
Okay. So you can connect with your world. If you don't have that, then there's WhatsApp, which is also owned by Facebook. You can use WhatsApp and connect with people. If they got a Wi-Fi signal, you can talk to people.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. If I have a friend, they're on Facebook, we're friends, I can then message them whether they have the Messenger app or not.
Right.
Correct.
You're friends.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, Lakeisha.
That's the key. Thank you for clearing that up, because you have to be friends. This person and I are friends.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm still working with her. She doesn't have Messenger, but I like to use Messenger.
Yes.
She doesn't, but we can still communicate because we're friends on Facebook. So that's another key. But it's to work with someone who doesn't use Messenger. You have to have a friend request. But this is what you're going to do. So this is the key. So like I said, my example was I was at a meeting or conference. I forgot what it was. And I was talking to someone about social media, blah, blah, blah. And they were, and they wanted to talk about it. And I said, okay, let's talk some more away from here. You have Messenger on your phone? And she said yes. So I said, let me show you something. Connected, and she was like, wow. Then we started talking on Messenger, and then we became friends on Facebook. So see how I've got both connections.
Right. Now, Lakeisha has a question, and Lakeisha, if you were asking about the Memoji, that comes if you have an Apple phone and you updated to iOS 12. You can create your own Memoji. Now, hopefully that answered your question. And I know there's a bit of a delay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have lots of stuff to play with, people.
Oh, there's another app that that a lot of people are using, like WhatsApp and Messenger. Is called Telegram. That's another one people are using.
Okay.
Telegram. So it works like WhatsApp and it works like Messenger. It's a way for you to communicate where if you're concerned about doing business with people that you don't know, you haven't met them face to face or whatever, you can use these apps. You can use WhatsApp, Telegram. There's a couple more that you want to communicate with them and they're not getting all, your personal information from Facebook.
And this
like
also,
the Telegram, and the Telegram, if you get a Google Voice number, like I said, you can use that instead of using your numbers that you're saving for friends and family.
Okay, so is Telegram only audio, or is it audio and video?
Let me see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
It's calls and texts.
Calls and text. Okay.
Yeah, so that's calls and text. Video. And then there's also Snapchat.
Yeah, don't forget about Snapchat. And it's fun to use.
Yeah.
I still go into it. There's information in there. Okay, you don't understand. Bye. There's information in there. There's news. You want to stay current with what the millennials and the Gen Zs are doing. Go to Snapchat and take a look.
Okay.
You don't have to stay there. Just take a look.
Okay, so Lakeisha, what you have to do is you go into you have to create a message. You have to go into messages on your phone. I'm going to do this real quick. You go into messages. And you use a little pencil, you put a phone number in there. Well, actually, after you get into messages, on here, you look for the little monkey down in the bottom.
Yeah, the little monkey icon.
Yes, and then you can go in and create your Memoji. There will be a plus button that you can create. And you also have to have the 10. So you have facial recognition. Does 8 have facial recognition too?
No.
Okay.
No,
I think so.
Just 10 and up.
Okay, so you need 10 to do this. So you look for the facial recognition down at the bottom, and you can edit, duplicate, create a new one. There's a plus button for you to create. There's a plus button. You hit the plus button, and then you can create your Memoji. Picking skin tone, you can pick hair, eyebrows, hats, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after you create that, it'll always be there. Make sure you hit done, because if you don't, you'll have to start all over again. And then they save all of them. So I got different hairstyles. Because like if I had my hair up in my bun or whatever, there are different looks, maybe one with glasses. And then that goes back to the animals. But that's Memoji. And the Samsung has a version of their own. They did it before, I think my son was telling me.
Oh, they had theirs too.
Yeah, they had a like where you can do your own emoji or something, but my son was telling me they couldn't change. They didn't have any cultural hairstyles.
Oh, okay.
Is that a nice way to put that? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ethnic.
Is that right?
Okay, Terry just went there one deeper, but okay. But they didn't have any. I want to see yours, Keisha. Send me a text with your text message with your thing, and then you can videotape it, or you can just send in a happy birthday. You can sing happy birthday to somebody, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I forgot to set mine up. I was just using the ones that are there. I forgot to set mine up.
Yeah, see, you get to be. It's like, oh, this is me. And you can take that and you save it to your photos, and then now you can use it on, like in your, what is it called? Your email footer, or when you're sending a.
Oh, you tell her you can fix your eyebrows too.
Oh yeah, you can do eyebrows, Keisha, and put eyelashes on and everything.
Glasses, all that stuff.
So see, are these eyebrows? These are different eyebrows.
Yep. Terralina got a different ponytail.
I'm changing my eyebrows. for Lakeisha because she's all about brows and brownies. Let's get them a little thicker. How's that, Lakeisha? Okay.
And it's fun, gives you a little bit of something to do, and then it shows people that you have a lighter side.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would think, well, why do I need to have an emoji?
And we talked about that on a Tuesday show about emoji marketing. And I showed a commercial, and I see that all the time with the I forgot what car is it. I think it's Buick, and there's two women in the car, and what the driver says, "Oh, we have a message from Jill." So she plays it in her Apple CarPlay thing in the car, and then it reads the text message. But the person that sent her the message used emojis. So the car reads the title, like smiling face with tongue stuck out, girls dancing, taco, it names the emojis, and they're sitting there they're at the stoplight, so they're not driving, but they're at the stoplight, and they're listening and they're laughing and like, oh, well, Jill's real excited about meeting, tonight for dinner or whatever they're doing. So that's the part where emojis are coming into just popular culture where everybody knows and everybody's using it, even the older generation.
Right.
Even the older crowd is using because it's cute, it's light, it's fun, it's entertainment, and that's what the part of getting attention is really what it is.
On some glasses. Can you see the
we
glasses?
found now we're looking like
that's nice.
That's nice. Oh, you can change Terry, you can change the tint on the glasses.
Yeah, I can.
Yes. You can make it shaded, or
you can make it change the lenses
lighter. So that's why the Animoji, the Memoji, Bitmoji, all of those things were emojis, and now we're getting into the customization because these things are fun and they get attention, and you get to draw it. Like I said, that Buick commercials, and now I know about the Buick commercial because if I'm looking for a car. And I'm, in that with millennial age group.
Yeah.
They're like, you're talking their language.
Right.
Emoji language. You can order a pizza on Domino's. You text them a pizza emoji. You ordered a pizza.
Oh, she got a hat on now.
So that's just some of the stuff. Oh, this is interesting.
So this is where we're going with the phones. People like to play games. You got gamification marketing. All of those things are to get attention to your business, your brand, your organization, your nonprofit. You have to figure out how it fits into what you're doing. It has to fit. It just can't be, let me throw some emojis out. It has to fit your brand message, what you're doing. And otherwise it won't work.
Right. And then you just don't, and you be careful with emojis you push and know what they mean.
Yes, they have different.
Okay, that's a good point.
Okay, so you can go to Google and I think there's an emoji encyclopedia.
Oh,
it lists Apple emojis and it says what it is. It lists Samsung, it lists Android, it lists all because they're different for each.
There's a training right there.
They're different for each OS. For operating, OS stands for operating system. So Google has Android. iPhone has iOS, and that's the software and code that allows you to interact with the phone so nicely and all the cute stuff. So you just go to Google, type in emoji encyclopedia. That's it. And you'll get to know what each one means.
And here's your homework. We want you to send us a message using emoji over the weekend.
And see, I use the one with the glasses all the time on my business.
That makes sense.
The smiley one with the glasses, because I'm like, that's knowledgeable. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure of the exact wording of naming of it, but it's the one with the glasses, not the shades. The one with the glasses. It looks Liberian and like college or studious or studious or whatever.
Studious,
I like that one. I always use that one.
Librarian.
You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that one.
You like the librarian look there?
And they also have emojis that they're more people oriented. It's not that yellow smiley face. It's more people oriented and skin tone where you can change the skin tones.
And that's why you can use your own emoji too.
So just emoji encyclopedia.
Yep.
And it takes you to emoji. Mine goes to Emojipedia, home of emoji meanings, and then you can search. There's categories most popular. They talk about this. So there's a whole like culture around using emojis. Like people, that's how Gen Zs, the teens, talk. They just send emojis. Like I'm so, and they don't say the word. They send the emoji. Or they have their own little culture of what emojis mean in their little circle. It may mean something else to us, but in their little circle, it means something else.
Right. And they talk about the latest news, every new emoji in iOS 12.
And so they break it out by Apple, Discord, Google, HTC, Instagram, LG, Microsoft, Mozilla, Nintendo. It's broken out by different platform. WhatsApp. You see that when you go to the bottom.
Wow.
So there's a whole thing, a culture around emoji marketing, and it's really starting to get more use. There's another commercial that I saw used emoji. I can't remember offhand, but that's what's going on there, because that's what and we talked about this, that advertisers and people that are doing, corporations that are doing business, they want people to buy stuff. They target that age group, 18 to 34. That's what they target based on their business. Now, there's some brands that they skew older, like their stuff is old, like Cruise Line, that would be older than 34. There's certain ones, there's Norwegian, they skew older. So they don't really focus on that younger group. So they would have a different language, and you can see their commercials, it's a different kind of brand message and how they talk, because that's a different generation they're talking to. But say, especially TV shows and younger mark, that they skew younger, that's their client, or not client, that's their audience. They will use the language and the things that they're saying. That's memes, that's emojis, that's GIFs, whatever you want to call it, little clips that are funny and catch the attention. So that's what it's about.
It looks like we got booted off on Facebook for some reason.
Really?
Please log in.
On too long? They don't like us?
No, good. I don't know what happened.
Let me see.
It went somewhere, and I'm like, what? Because I just noticed the
it wasn't moving or whatever.
No, I just noticed the.
But see, that's what happened on Tuesday. On the Tuesday show, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it just froze.
That's what happened last night, but I just.
So I don't know if it's Facebook or Zoom or.
Well, somebody said that Facebook was down last week.
Yeah.
Or no, yesterday. Instagram was down for an hour earlier this week. Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, it says live video. It will resume shortly. I'm like, what are we talking about? And what time was that?
So this is what happened Tuesday. Everything was fine, and I was like, "Oh, we're on Facebook," and then I took a look, and it was frozen.
I just noticed it go away, and we were on for live for 1 minute. I mean, an hour and 8 minutes. So I'm like, what happened?
Well, Pat is sending emojis to say we're okay, or a thumbs up. So I guess we're not frozen. I don't know.
Hey, Carlos, internet operating. Carlos put something over there, so I can't see us, and so
he says iOS, internet operating system, right?
Yeah, this live video hasn't ended, is what I'm seeing over there.
Oh, okay.
But now it says Carlos Phoenix is watching with you. And so the video's frozen, but they're still talking.
Okay. I don't know.
Because it's frozen on me.
Well, it says after that, Pat made a comment, and then you ask, are we frozen? And then I don't see any more comments.
Yeah, because it stopped. It stopped because it's frozen on me talking.
Okay, let me go to my phone and see if we're still over there, guys.
Well, I know that we're still rolling on YouTube, so okay. It's just kind of interesting how stuff works. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Like I said, this happened to us on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's happening today. So
yeah. Well, we thank you all.
I'm looking at your lips moving over here on my Facebook on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna stop in a minute. See, look.
Like broadcast interrupted. There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about.
It's like when you go to the post, it plays like the last couple of seconds and then it stops.
And then it's done. Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, maybe they were giving us a hint. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you got something out of this, and we look forward to seeing you again next week on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
This is we had fun.
Okay, guys, we'll see you Monday for Coffee Thoughts. Don't forget to go to the front of your own line. Thank you, TJ, for all that good information. Fran, thank you for this Week in Tech. We'll see you soon. Oh, and don't get confused in the 4-star store. See you later.
Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.